All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Group Chart Analysis. It is Monday, July 16th, 2018. And we have yet another great week of trading, another great week of catch pips, and another great week of marking up some charts and hopefully seeing some cool numbers. So with that being said, let's kind of get right into it. I don't have a lot of time, but I definitely want to be able to get you guys the information that you need so that you guys can get going with the rest of your night, make some money. So let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. One pair we're looking at is Euro USD. So with that being said, holy God, there's a lot of drawings. Let me refresh this. One moment, please. Bang, bang, boom. Cool. Weekly. So I was talking about this the other day with some of the guys here that I trade with, and we've been looking at Euro USD, and the one thing that we've been trying to predict here for the last however long, what is it? For the last few weeks, actually for like the last few months, is this has been possibly been setting up for a head and shoulders, where this is going to consolidate, shoot up, and then hit that resistance and then drop back down. But the thing is that looking at this, I'm not seeing this playing out anymore. What I'm seeing is something like one more hit up to that water, and we're going to see a straight drop. Because this RSI, before at this point, it doesn't just go up to this point and then reverse. It doesn't just, especially how it's kind of slowly going in an upwards fashion. The RSI is hitting a stagnant area. This is ideally the reset right here, and this is the level one push. It drops down. So this is the push that you call a pips in. That's this whole movement. So now we're seeing this kind of consolidation phase pop in, and what we're noticing is that this is not actually divergent or showing signs of this going up. This is showing signs of it continuing in a downwards motion. Hence, I believe this possibly could shoot up a little bit more before we see the overall drop continue. Also, new low. That was the previous low. New low. So we could see that the consolidation phase and then continue drop. So my analysis has changed, and I told you guys that before. I can do that. It's not going up here. It's not. It's not going to do it. So we have to prepare. So let's look at this. Oh my God, people. So let's go to the daily. And so as of right now, there is no divergence on the daily. It's not showing signs of it going back down as of right now. But what I do see happening for the time being is this shooting up towards this recent high. With the wick and whatnot, it's bouncing out. This is the high. It took out this high. I think it's going to come up, retest it one more time before it decides to either consolidate and maybe shoot up towards the Mayo, or consolidate and then come back down. So there's a couple of things we got to look at. But overall, right now in this time frame, I do believe that we are going to see a little bit more of a push. This is the zone that it's consolidating in. I'll zoom out. It's dropping down. It's over the stationary 50. It's consolidating. I think it's going to consolidate in here, and we're going to see it shoot up one more level. If it doesn't do this, it's going to shoot back down to this level. And it's either going to reverse from there, right, because this is the low. It's either going to reverse from there, or it's going to break it, retest, and continue with the trend. So we got to be prepared. If it does this, it breaks up, hits this high. It's either going to hit it, retest, or hit it, break through it, retest, and continue. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 options. And this is the weekly. So this is what you can expect a week. So this is what we're going to be looking at right now. Consolidation, what's it going to do? Drop or rise? Now I think it's going to rise. So I believe this overall structure will push up, but we'll have to wait and see, because if there's any news this week, which I did see that there's a lot of red candles this week, shit can go fucking crazy. You can do whatever it wants. So we'll be paying close attention to this. I suggest holding off on this pair until you see a clear profit. Expect to push down maybe to around the water area, and then a consolidation, and maybe a push back up there. So we'll be keeping our eye out on EU. Chief, on the daily, let me see this weekly actually. Monthly, Monthly it threw a wick up to the top, didn't close above it, still looking like it could drop still. This weekly came up, wicked here this past week, and now I feel like it's actually coming back down. I think it's going to throw this railroad right on top of the trend line, which is going to continue to actually give us confirmation that EU is going to be going up. So this could look like a nice little drop. Who's making noise? Who's like, everyone's muted. How are you guys making? Oh, you're not. That's okay, bro. I got you. So expect that. Where is it here? I'm going to the daily. So the daily, it's still above the stationary 50. Now, because it threw this wick, and it actually just threw, if you guys see this on the daily, sorry, not the weekly, it threw a evening star. So you have the candle going up, you have the wick on the top, and you have the candle coming down. This is an evening star. Normally what that means is that we could possibly see a small shot up in a day, but overall we'll see a wick, and it will come down towards the recent daily low, the recent weekly low, recent support, which is also the water. That will mean it will come back down to the stationary 50. So we're going to be looking for this thing to drop on the daily, meaning on the lower time frames, you're looking for sells. It's hitting the water now on the weekly. You can see it push up, retest the resistance, drop back down. Let's go to the hour. It's the hour lows. Hour is going to consolidate, right? So if you guys know, if you guys been paying attention to how I teach, this will shoot up. But when the water and the mayo, like these two right here, get really close together, how they're getting kind of combined, what's going to happen is price is going to go up, hit the water, and come back down, hit the mayo, consolidate. It could be as however long it wants. It can consolidate for a whole day and then drop, or it could consolidate for a couple hours, retest the water twice, then drop. Either way, it's going to consolidate. We're looking for consolidation and overall stop hunt high, drop. Stop hunt high, drop. And then we're going to be good. Who's talking? There's a way to mute everybody as they enter. Yeah, I know, but we already started. So that's what you're looking for on UChief. GBP USD is also a reset. Monthly is a downtrend. Weekly, it's hitting a low and it's resisting with support, and it could possibly do a pullback, but I believe it will ultimately drop again. The daily is divergent, but it's not the divergence that we look for. It's been throwing wicks up and down, meaning no trend. The 4 hour is throwing hella wicks. It's in between the water and the mayo. If you guys see, I just explained it on the other time frame, on the other pair, and this is exactly what we're seeing right now. The 1 hour is in between the blueberry, the water, and the mayo. A couple things can happen. Because there's no trend, technically, I mean, you could still use the EMAs as support resistance, but because of what we're seeing here, I believe that this could actually either do two things. It can either, just based off of this, it could either retest this water one more time and shoot up, hit the blueberry, and drop again. Right? That's one option. Or it can consolidate and drop down to recent support right here, where it could then either break it, retest, drop, or bounce off of it, retest, rise. Right back towards this blueberry that will be right about here as it does it. So that's what you could be on the lookout for. But overall, I'll be done like 10 minutes. But that's what you guys should be looking for. Let me look at this. See the volatility bands on the RSI, the TDI. They're starting to actually open up a little bit, and I feel like the RSI is going to do something like this. It's going to cross beneath the stationary 50 and the the volatility band itself, like so. And you're going to see a shot down tonight. So I believe that we could see a possible shoot down for a retest and then continue up. But we'll see what happens. It's in the middle of the reset. There's no trend right now, so you really got to be careful with this. Stick to your zones, stick to support resistance, get your pips, get in, get out. Don't hold your trades for too long, otherwise you're going to be really staring at your pairs a lot. UJ, Due for a pullback. I told you guys that overall this isn't buying. You are going to be looking for buys on UJ because of the fact it took out all the highs, took out all the trend lines, made its new area of, you know, what it could be looking for buys. But this daily, look at this, it actually broke the weekly trend line, and it came out of it. So you guys are about to be seeing an upward move like so towards recent resistance here. Change the color for you guys to see it. White. Right. There, and then we got here. It lines up with the other trend line. If it clicks, okay. So you have two areas that we're going to be looking for this thing to shoot up to. Like this. It's going to, first area is up here. So you guys on a lower scale are looking for stop hunts, low rises. All right, now it's riding the water, and it hasn't retested this trend line yet. So this thing is divergent. It is overbought. It did drop. I think we're going to see a stop hunt, and we're going to be looking for sells tonight to hit that 144, that recent daily low, and this overall trend line for it to then continue back up with the new trend, because it did break all those trend lines. Right? So you're not looking for sells. You can look for sells tonight for intraday scalping, whatnot, but UJ is going to keep rising. And if you try to sell it, I can promise you right now, you're going to be very upset. It's coming out of this wedge that it's been on for the last 1, 2, 3 years. So shit's about to get crazy. Damn. Where's Josh? So AUD USD. Good, Josh. Yeah, we're just telling them to just look. AUD, yep. AUD USD. Yeah. AUD USD overall downtrend. Hitting resistance. It is divergent. We still have the divergence here in the daily, so that's good. Oh no. Still doing this too. Look at this daily. I still believe that AD could actually shoot up a little bit for a pullback. So it's a little different. It's retesting. Came up to the 144, hitting the water right now. It could. What is this? The 4 hour. So this 4 hour, based off of this, it could come up to retest that Mayo. I need to see a little bit better indications on the 1 hour. Let me see this. It dipped beneath the stationary. It's bouncing off the Mayo and the 144. It took out this short-term high right off of this. I think we are going to possibly see a short-term rise on this. This is the hour. So you guys are going to be looking for some consolidation zones, and then you can shoot up towards this high here or towards that blueberry. All right, so there's a couple things. Let's go to 15. Consolidation inside. Yeah, what I'm going to say, guys, this is the 15-minute. Man, this thing is messed up. You guys see how tight these EMAs are? Divergent on the blueberry. Yeah, I'm going to say look for this to consolidate a little bit more, and then you're going to be looking for that rise because you got the lows here, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, pullback, possible shot up. I got to wait for an actual trend line to be drawn, but I want to see this thing shoot up one more day. So looking for possible buys, but again, make sure pay attention because the trend, there is no trend. The EMAs are tight, and they've been like this for the last couple weeks now. And all of you have known that too. It's just been doing some crazy shit. So That's what I want you guys to look for at AU. Let's go to GJ. GJ is going to be new buys too. Sweet. So it's been rising. That's good. Weekly. Weekly is breaking that trend line. Mainly all the JPY pairs from this past few weeks have been, overall rising. Right now, I don't see GJ slowing down as how this pair is traded. It's an uptrend. It is divergent. Now, I need to say that. You got price coming up like this. You have price hitting a wall in the overbought zone in the RSI. So it could shoot up like it's doing now, like how it's retesting, and it could drop towards that blueberry short term. This is the weekly. But overall, I do see this thing, if it does pull back, breaking this trend line to go up and continue. So that is what I predict. Let me go to the 1 hour. And there really is no, this is literally the only divergences from here to here. It is level 3. It is overbought. So I predict that this thing will retest and it will drop down to bounce off that Mayo and then shoot up. All right, so we'll pay attention to that. This is just a pullback. Let's go to EA. EA has been kind of consolidating for the last, this past month. So it's been 16 days. For the last 16 days, it's just been kind of doing its thing, which I say technically like the last 2 weeks because weekends don't count. But through that railroad at the top, traders are trapped up here. It's in the zone of the left shoulder. Let me see this weekly just to make sure. Weekly still looks good. I do believe this thing is going to drop. The RSI looks clean. Looking for this to come back down. This means it will come back down towards that EMA 50. Should be the Mayo on the daily, which is right down here. All right, so we would see it come down towards the recent weekly low. The 4 hours looks good. It's coming up. It's hitting the zones. We'll just have to pay attention to what it does in the next few hours, going into the next 4 to 8 hours. It could consolidate here, and this week we could possibly see that drop that everybody's been waiting for. If not, we still have room for this thing to actually shoot up to here and consolidate within this zone, and then from there we'll know what to do. But right now it actually isn't showing any signs of this thing reversing right now, so this is more likely to happen. So expect that push up. And on top of that, there's AUD news in the next 7 minutes, so really be on top of your game, guys. This thing could push up a little bit more. Or it could just have the news that's been waiting for it, and actually, because there's news. Yeah, it's a red. So the monetary police meeting. Policy meeting, I said police. Policy meeting. That's good. Great. We'll see how this goes. You're going to push it up and then retrace back down, or hopefully eventually just shoot this thing down so you can actually play with the trend here. Let's go to EG. What's this? 1 sec. Cool. EG has just been consolidating, man. It literally broke a new level like up here, and it just been consolidating on that new level. It did nothing different. That's annoying. EG, this is a scalping pair, guys. This is going to be something where you're literally going to be doing this. Oh, there's a high. Oh, there's a low. You got 1, 2, 3, multiple areas. Buy low, sell high. Simple, right? But this is not something that you're playing in the middle. So right now, it's in the middle. You're either going to wait for it to – oh, shit. Sorry. Clicked the wrong button. You're either going to wait for it to go down, back up, or go up and then back down. You do not trade the middle. You don't. So you're waiting for this thing to go up. If it doesn't break it, it's selling. If it goes down, doesn't break it, you're going up. So that's what you're doing. Let's do GBP AUD. So GBP AUD, I'm still sticking to what this thing has done. I think it's going to come down and retest. I think it's going to shoot down. This is the weekly, so we're going to see a little bit of sells. The daily, been consolidating like crazy through railroads, 1, 2, 3 of them. It's kind of doing its thing. It's beneath. It's kind of riding station 850. It's in between. There's no trend right now. So right now it's shooting up. It's over the station 850. It's got the low. You guys can kind of do this. Draw trend lines like that. Like that. Get rid of these. Now you have the zone. It's going to keep shooting up. Get this. Come back down. All right, so that's GA. This kind of goes with the AUD pair because GA and EA correlate just because the AUD, the Aussie, and there's news in the next 4 minutes. So if we're looking at this for anything, possibility is going to be rises, right? Possibly could shoot right up. There's no divergence. It's looking to come out. This could shoot up like that. There's a couple things you could do. So be on the lookout. There's news in 4 minutes. Should be interesting. And then gold. Gold's testing a zone right now, and it's really weird because I feel like it's actually going to still shoot up before it shoots down. Overall, on gold, this will drop because the weekly is not showing any signs of it reversing, especially after breaking that volatility band. And on the monthly as well, you know, it's been breaking all these lows, broke through the water. This thing will be dropping, but on a short term, I do believe we will see some pullback before it ends up doing that. It is hitting a trend line. It is hitting support from the weekly. 4 hour is divergent as shit. It's been divergent. You have price here. You have price literally coming across, hitting a straight line. Coming down now, actually. And then you have price oversold, extremely oversold, still going up. All right, so if this decides to shoot up, it won't be for long. I do predict it to possibly go to the recent weekly high, and then from there, it could either go past it and break down again, or break the water, retest, go up to this high, which is 11264.04, and then drop, or continue and do this to the next EMA. But we have to really be patient. This is a crucial time right here. Otherwise, we could get ahead of ourselves and people lose money. So let's go to the hour. It is overall downtrend, like I said, on the hour. It's below the stationary 50. We're going to really have to see this thing push up like so to break that water and continue up. If not, continues. That's it. Overall, it's going to be a downtrend though. And then I'll do G Chief for one more. Yeah, it'll be the last one. I haven't touched this pair in a while. It's because the colors are still the same. Let's see, monthly. Ooh, through that railroad, through that engulfing on the water in the monthly for a drop. Weekly shoots down. Looks like it could shoot back down towards that 50. The daily is hitting the water. The 144. It's hitting also the stationary 50. Yeah, what is this? G Chief. So this thing could stop hunt high a little bit. You get caught up like this. Drop in the meal because the EMA is the water and the mayo are getting close. So this could just kind of just consolidate like that and get really ugly. In my opinion, be careful of it. Not the best pair to I recommend trading right now. But overall right now, I do expect sells. On top of that, guys, it is divergent. It's overbought like crazy. So this pullback, 50-50 bounce, you can sell it again. That would be your key entry. Wow, horrible. Key entry would be right there. Cool. Awesome. Well, guys, that is tonight's analysis. I'm going to put this back up on YouTube since I'm loading. We'll be back on tomorrow to see how these pairs play out. Be careful. Be safe in the markets. Don't go too crazy. And we'll get going tomorrow at 6. Get this thing popping again. So everyone have a great night. Oh, and we'll do something different. You guys can tell me what pairs you want me to go over tomorrow, so that it's not just the same shit every time. Whatever pairs you're looking at, you guys give me 10 pairs. We'll go over it, and I'll give you my analysis on it, so it's more engaging. Other than that, everyone have a great night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.